Never know.
Happy Sunday!
Woo!
Happy Cancer season! You the cancer in your life.
We're both Virgos, so it doesn't
And the cancer in your life is
And
sitting right next to you.
I got a lot of cancers in my life.
So happy Cancer season. Thank you
Happy
very
Cancer
much.
season. Shout out to
Thank you very
Cancers.
much.
Woo.
We'll skip everything until freaking Virgo season.
Meow.
Yes, I heard hurricanes.
Meow. I'm not afraid of hurricanes, and I like Leos, so that's okay. I can acknowledge their season.
So
I love Cancers. It's Cancers, Leo,
And then Virgos.
and then Virgo.
And then Libras. I like Libras.
I didn't know about
My little dot type.
She's like, it doesn't even matter about them. All right, fine. Welcome back. It's
Welcome
Cancer
back.
season. Whoop whoop.
Somebody's birthday's on Tuesday or whatever.
Monday.
What's today?
It's next Monday. Whatever. You know what? She just got here. It's been a long week. Whatever. I am your host, Marley.
Hey y'all, as you can see, the seating has been arranged, rearranged.
You know, I think the only person who doesn't move is you.
No, I sat in the middle one time. I had that.
She said one time.
Because I watched back the video. I watched back that video the day I sat in the middle, and my button up was a little too. And I was just like.
Now I'm on the end forever, and I am in the middle because
I was looking a little
my
snug.
ponytail permits it.
See.
Oh, it's a hot girl. Some of y'all see this? So climate.
See, the way I was feeling about the middle seat.
She just don't not acknowledge it.
The way I feel about the middle seat is how I'm gonna, when you talk about our topic, I'm gonna talk about the middle seat and what I felt like.
Okay.
What are we talking
Today's
about
conversation
I'm
is brought to you by the letter B.
They know who I am. My name is Kamaya.
Thank
Because
you.
Marley looked at me like she wants to kill me.
I'm Tamara. As I always say.
And we are Talks with One.
Oh, this
Welcome
is
back.
Marley.
I already.
Oh.
It doesn't matter. Welcome back to Talk One, guys.
What's today? What are we talking about?
We are talking about things you
Bills.
didn't know when you were younger. Everyone tells you, wait till you live your life, be a child for as long as you can. And when you're a child, you want to be an adult so bad.
So goddamn bad. So bad. I just wanted to not answer to nobody.
That's what you wanted to, but now I wish
Wait, no, I still don't want to answer to nobody. That's
No, but sometimes I call my mom and she be like, oh, all those times that you told me to leave you alone. I didn't mean it.
right. Like, I was just being a child.
Right, I was being hard-headed. That's what teenagers do.
Me and my mom were just having this conversation, and the phrase that really made my whole childhood was, "You just mind your business." I spent a lot of time telling teachers, telling peers,
mind their business.
So
should I cut out your tongue? Yeah,
No.
right.
yes, very
Very right.
sun up. And
Let me. I wish I could ever walk into my house and tell.
no, not parents. I never said parents.
Oh, just outside officials.
She wasn't
Absolutely,
crazy.
right.
That's what I thought.
No, I said peers, not peers.
Because you said peers and teachers.
Yeah.
Well, a teacher.
Okay.
To be very specific.
Okay.
And in defense, my mother backed me up and said that lady really did need to mind her business.
Oh, okay.
So,
That's the best.
Okay.
When you get in trouble and your parents
when you get in trouble and your parents chew out the teacher, and you just sitting there because they.
See, I never had that experience because I was always the bad child. And my grandmother always told me, this is one thing that she actually did tell me that prepped me. She was just like, when you get older, you're going to understand why authority is authority.
Well, now that I'm authority.
No, but listen, because I became, I was a teacher's aide, and I had kids who would not listen to me. And I was just like, this is what I was put in.
It's not that. See, I wasn't listening.
I
was a good kid in school, but there were the teachers that would just try you. There were the teachers that was just like, yo.
I was the one trying to teach. I remember one time I told the assistant principal, I said, you following me like a little roach. And I was late to class.
I was on my free block, and I told the teacher to mind her business because she was like, where do you need to be? And I was like, you need to be minding your business because you don't need to know where. I'm on a free block. I'm a grown whole senior. I signed myself out.
So
That shit, you're probably on
you mind your business.
So since we're talking
No.
about things we wish we would have known, Marley, do you have questions for us?
She ain't got no questions for us.
I
I'll tell you what I wish I known.
I don't specifically have questions, right?
Okay.
This is called the growing experience.
Yeah.
Oh.
And every day.
I don't wanna.
It's an experience that I
It
want to
is
give back. Can I return it?
I
No,
will.
Can I get
ain't
a
no,
refund
ain't
or
no
an
warranty.
exchange?
I've been looking for a warranty for.
Because you know what they didn't tell
I'm
me?
not
Carry them.
serious now.
carry
What they
them.
don't tell you is I was the skinny girl growing up all the time.
Oh.
All the time. And this is when I told you about that middle seat. I had that shirt for 4 years. And that day was the 4th year when it was just like, let me go. Let it go.
They was like, all right, we're
They
graduating.
was like, oh, you wanted to get thick and not buy new clothes.
And now you look like Winnie the Pooh.
I look like Winnie the Pooh.
Sitting at the table with my bean. You
You guys ever watch Tommy Boy? Bad guy in a little coat. Those who really like old films would get that. He had on this thingy, he was going like this, and he bent over and it. That's what that shirt did that night. I bent over.
So what you're telling me is no one warned you and you didn't know about the
No, because I was told, oh, you're
the
gonna
rapid weight gain.
you're gonna be mild all your life, and no one tells you that after
Nuh-uh.
25.
My mom would tell me, like, you're not going to be skinny all your life. You
Oh
better
no!
get it together.
I was told that I might be small.
I
Oh, you're
am
small, and I was like, I'm gonna be small. I'm gonna be small. No, they did not tell you that. After a while, listen. Just because your mother was bony all her life, don't mean you gonna be bony all your life.
Well,
I was over here trying to squeeze into extra small, extra smalls, and
I don't
I'm a good
recommend
old
that.
medium.
I don't recommend that.
no, we're not doing that.
And then they didn't tell me that, yo, I don't got no uncle named Sam, but that nigga stay in my pockets. Like,
Stay in your pockets.
oh, they didn't tell me
And
to
that's-
take a year off before going to college to figure out what you want to do.
I think we were so pushed. I don't know what it was about the generation that we came from. We were so pushed to, I don't know about you guys, but my mom heavily pushed school, like
You know why?
certain types of
You know
certain
why?
types of
Because
schools,
around that time we were graduating, there was the recession, and the only people who were really getting jobs, I mean, granted, not many degrees. I mean, not
I
many
think-
people were getting jobs, but you needed some kind of educational
Yeah, my
background.
parents, they weren't like, college. Their biggest thing was do good and
Find a career.
and find a career and pick
Find
something.
something.
Find something that you're really passionate about. Don't waste my money. Don't waste my money. And or if you want to waste money, waste your money. So I did not know about loans being in my name. I did not know about credit cards my first year of school. Let me tell you about
You know how
that.
many
That freshman
collection cards
15
I
is
had?
not a joke because when you're away from home and nobody's there to cap you, because like I said, my parents, I grew up country, Southern, Caribbean, Spanish, and they're all on some like, hey, what are you doing in my fridge?
Yes.
I had no one to tell me that
No, you're like,
you
I
shouldn't
can eat
eat chicken.
whenever I want.
Nobody
No.
told me that you shouldn't go to the cafe and get chicken tenders and Easy Mac and ice cream at somebody's 12 o'clock in the morning and that it would stick to you about 2 weeks from then. Nobody told me about
Hold
those
on, but
things.
wait. No one told me that the
Pleasantly
food
plump.
expires quicker when you buy it yourself.
Listen.
No one
Listen.
told me
I'm
that.
attacked.
Listen.
You're attacking me.
Listen.
Whatever you're gonna say, you're attacking me
My
too.
mom used to grocery.
No one
I'm
told me.
leaving.
No one told me that you can't
Help.
You can't go to the. Let me tell you, we used to buy groceries, and when I mean groceries, my
Nobody told me it
grandmother
took
used
money
to
to
buy.
buy groceries.
My grandmother used to buy
I didn't even know.
food. The amount of food we used to bring into the house, and I'm like, yo, this
And
is
if
gonna cost.
grocery things were cheaper then.
No, it
And
don't
what-
matter what was cheaper.
but-
I could go to Market Basket, and I go to buy my groceries, and $50 is like, haha. Like,
I mean, the
About
line like
two-
this about
was it
$50,
$2
right?
of
This
noodles?
is
let me
And a
tell
pack
you.
of chicken. And maybe a lime.
There was sometimes I was living off of ramen. Me and ramen were best friends.
I have learned to make some fancy ramen. Okay?
Listen,
I
yes.
have
the
learned
cheese
to.
and the sausages. And,
Not that I didn't get
Wait.
that gourmet with it.
oh, I got gourmet.
I was
got
taking
bougie.
boneless chicken breast and just cutting it up and putting it in there.
I would cut
Okay,
up the
yeah.
sausage, fry the sausage on the side. Me and my sisters, we learned something too. Scramble you an egg. Scramble it up real nice and fried.
And put it in the
Put it
ramen.
in the ramen
Oh,
with
yeah,
a
well,
little bit
that's-
of butter and cheese and Cajun seasoning.
Oh,
Listen, I'm
fancy.
gonna tell you, I ate some ramen. Was my friend. All right, college.
Mm.
That was your struggle meal?
No,
That's not your
no,
The ramen wasn't your struggle meal?
no.
You do not need to know what. Shout out to Aisha. My girl, I'm gonna tell y'all one time.
This episode should be called "Growing Up Broke."
Okay.
Okay.
Things you didn't know, the growing experience, and in that experience, being broke.
Ooh.
Shout out to my mom used to send a little points for us to go to Walmart and restock on, stuff for our dorm or whatever. And I'm not gonna say what we was doing, but somehow, some way, I had passed out midway through eating this Easy Mac, and I had a piece of noodle right here. And because we're not wasteful, my roommate took it off my lip and ate it. And I just want to say, shout out to Alicia for making sure that food never went to waste between the two of us.
Me and my sisters used to make fun of me because anyone who does their own grocery shopping knows that pasta is very cheap. Not, but just plain old pasta. I would boil
What you
the
was
pasta.
making primavera?
I would boil the pasta and whatever seasoning I had in the
my nose ring is
cabinet.
just moving around. I'm not picking my nose.
Oh.
I
I would boil
Got
my
about 3 of
pasta,
them.
put a little bit of oil in it so it, I had a little bit of moisture. And whatever
little
seasoning
bit.
I had in the cabinet would just. And if I got real fancy if I had spinach because I made spinach pasta.
And a little diced tomatoes, a little
No,
diced
because
tomatoes.
you can't really afford the diced tomato can.
No, that can has been sitting for a long time. This what you got in the back of the cabinet.
Whatever I found in that cabinet went into that pasta. My sisters used to look at me like.
It's primavera at this point. That's
It
when
was.
that's
Listen.
primavera. Ain't no wrong with that. You should put some snow peas in there too.
Listen, let me tell you, or I would make the best peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Wait. Speaking of sandwiches, y'all, I
hope you're not about to bring up the bologna.
I am.
The bologna is the best.
Please
You
don't-
fry it
No,
in
But
that bubble.
have you seen that it's made like gourmet, and now it's like it's the new it sandwich.
I'm
fried
gonna just
bologna.
get out.
It's just like how the Chinese sandals with Balenciaga took the Chinese sandals and made them into a crate. First
Like
of all,
how they took the do-rag.
Okay, so things they didn't tell us also was that they was gonna take our things and turn them and make millions off them. Because let me tell you, I got a do-rag at home right now.
No, I would be able to wear
I
my
got it.
cornrows.
Let me tell you, you know how many times I used to get called
Who
foot
knew you could
dragon?
wear wig braids and be applauded, sis? Applauded
I
gratefully.
used to
I
be
can
called a
even
foot
have,
dragon
I
because
can
of my
have
Chinese
pink
sandals.
now, but when I was rocking pink back then,
See,
it
I
was
still
yeah.
have
ghetto.
pink. I still think I work.
Nobody told you about that neither, huh?
Nobody
No.
told me that.
$40 is a long time.
Nobody told me that this is a routine that you listen.
Nobody
listen.
told me
Wait, no,
about.
they did tell us though. They subtly told us because we were watching cartoons where they were doing the same shit every day, where they would get up and go to
No,
work.
bitch,
Like
because I wasn't watching cartoons. I was watching Girlfriends, and freaking
watching
Tony and Joan made it look fun getting up, going to work every day. It
That's
wasn't
because that was their firm.
And no, Joan worked at a law firm for
I'm
somebody.
just saying,
and
Joan
it
was
wasn't-
real high up. At least she was looking. She had her own
I'm
office,
not too
and she
far.
had. Sis, I'm in a cubicle in the back.
It wasn't until
We got dividers.
It wasn't until I rewatched Girlfriends, and I was just like, oh. This is why Joan was always unhappy, because she got up every day, went to work every day, went home.
And that traffic,
they
that LA
did
traffic.
not. Well, Boston got the same traffic
Now,
Shit.
now.
There's too many
But
people
no, they
here.
did not tell us these things, and I'm really. It saddens me because of all the things
They
that
didn't
we
tell
were
me about
doing.
taxes.
Ooh, you know what they didn't tell me about?
What happened to junior
What they
achievement? Did anybody else have junior achievement in
No.
school?
They didn't tell me that you gonna get tired of partying. When I was growing up, all I wanted to do was party. All I wanted to do was go out. I wanted to club. I wanted to be at everyone's party. And by 22, I was washed.
She said 20.
So I was in
I was
18 plus
washed.
when I was like 16. I was 18 and 21 plus.
I
So
guess
by the
this
time
is why
I
they
got,
say wait till you turn 21 to do
Yeah,
all
I
of
think
that.
so. I think.
so by the time
Maybe they did tell us some
I
things.
actually
We
could
just
get to
didn't
the
listen.
real.
Listen.
When I got to the real video, like I was like, oh.
I'm 26 now. I think I was over it.
You gonna
by
edit that out?
23.
You told your real
No,
age?
I'm gonna tell my real age because I think
Did
my
she
next
just
birthday
say
means.
that?
She said, I just like, I just want everybody to know.
Looking like Ronnie. Go ahead, screen that way, sis.
I'm not sorry no more. But no, I think this year for me is is a lot, so I don't mind telling my age.
Ooh.
So it means a lot to me. As far as the things that I've learned or the things that I'm coming to understand at 26, the things that are coming to terms for me. So I'm 26. I'm about to be 27 next month.
They didn't say mix Hennessy and Heineken together because it don't work. No one told me that.
I mean, you could have a shot of Hennessy and then take some
Heineken
afterwards. Like,
yeah.
I don't.
You
Well,
take a
first of all,
shot.
I'm okay with
And
it.
secondly,
You take a shot
I'm
of
okay with the Heineken.
You
after
would take a
that,
shot of
though.
beer
Hennessy.
before liquor.
You've never been sick. Liquor before beer, you're in the clear.
Yes.
So if you take a shot of Hennessy and then chase it down with some beer, you're supposed to be okay. But no, because my Chinese food rumbled in my stomach.
Well, that's where you
that's
messed
where
up.
you
You
messed
had
up
Chinese
because you ain't
food.
supposed to. Anybody tell me that at some point you was gonna get tired of Chinese food?
Nobody told me don't trust the meat. No one ever told me.
Oh,
Everybody
no.
been
Now
telling
that
me.
I knew.
Everybody been telling me.
I have been told that for quite some
Oh,
time.
maybe I didn't listen. Maybe I didn't listen.
I think
We got a right
you know
line
what?
between nobody told me and I didn't listen.
I didn't
That's what it is.
listen. I didn't listen.
I think growing up, my mom would tell me, "Yo, save your money, save your money,
I
save
did
your
not
money."
listen.
I didn't listen. So now I'm like,
Here's the thing.
Now you got a lot of money
listened,
saved.
right?
Oh, you know what?
I did listen, but then I would see something, and then my mother would hit me with the, "It's your money," but I'm gonna tell you, it goes quick. And it's like, I heard you, but see this thing
Heard
over
you.
here, I want it so bad. And I thought in my mind that I was
heard
gonna be
you,
able
but
to
I wasn't
replenish it.
listening.
Like, I would
Yeah.
replenish it fast, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a kid.
and that's
It's all about
the
your
thing.
pocket forever. You gonna help me.
You know what else they didn't tell me? They did not tell me about heartbreak, and I don't mean heartbreak in terms of love. I mean heartbreak in terms
Yeah,
of
money leaving your account.
Every kind of heartbreak. Heartbreak.
Whew.
Heartbreaking when they
time.
raise your rent. Heartbreaking when you get your light bill. Heartbreaking when you get that gas bill. Heartbreak when
In
you
the
realize
winter.
you forgot to pay your phone bill. The heartbreak
Sprint.
when you heartbreak when you realize you've outgrown some friends. Heartbreak when you've outgrown a mate. Heartbreak
Whoa.
when you've outgrown
Let me-
a lifestyle.
Let me catch my tears right now. 'Cause
Because
that's
they tell
real
you
stuff.
you're gonna grow up and things gonna shift, but they don't
They
tell
don't
you
tell
about the
that.
bullshit.
They don't tell you about that.
Because I got a gas bill.
They
one
don't tell
day.
you that you always make too much money for food stamps. Nobody told me that if I made $18 a month, not per check. If nobody told me that if I made
You gotta be jobless.
nobody, and even
And I
that,
can't be
that's
jobless.
not enough.
I
Nobody-
applied for assistance the other day.
and they laughed
And
at you. They sent you
put-
back a letter that said,
They said, how much you want to donate? The woman
It
looked
was
at
like,
me,
you
she
are
saw
not
my,
applicable.
she
Here,
saw my income, and she said, what are you doing? She's like, you're wasting mine and your time. I said, sis,
Food is
help me,
expensive out
help me,
here.
help you, help
there is
me.
no, like,
Because
I was trying
a
to
bag
sell
of
them
grapes
to you.
is $9. A bag of grapes is
Wait,
We
Hold
even
on,
buy
where you buy
grapes there
grapes?
no way because they're not even real.
My grapes have seeds.
Amen. Amen.
If it don't have seeds, it ain't fresh.
See my face?
No seed, no life.
This is another thing they don't tell you. If you're trying to eat healthy and you at Trader Joe's or Whole Foods and you searching for all this stuff and then you
I love Trader Joe's, but not no Whole Foods. Whole Foods is expensive.
Whole Foods is expensive.
They don't tell
but
you
they-
where to shop. That's what they don't tell you. They don't tell you where to shop.
They don't
gonna
tell
put
you.
that
What
in.
they don't tell
And
you.
a link to let y'all know where we be getting our hood commodities from. Because what you're not gonna do is charge me and nobody's $4 for one gentrified mango.
And then you buy
That's
a
what
mango
you're
that's too green.
That's too damn green.
First of all, we didn't even have to take it
A
that
hard
We
chew,
didn't even
talking about-
have to do that.
Eating the
Yo,
mango
they
felt like I
were,
be
they
eating
were
the
about
seed.
$5 though.
Eating
I
the
ain't
mango
gonna
with
lie.
the seed.
And no,
It was
I'm not
gentrified
per pound.
mango.
A mango. Per mango.
They
It was
also-
the stupid little thing of mango.
They also don't tell you that because you're of a certain age, everyone looks at you to know what
Yeah,
you're doing.
but that was us though. But that
There
was
was
us.
a
I legit was looking
I thought there was gonna be an adult on guard
an adult course.
when I was growing up. Oh no, like a switch. I thought when I hit a certain age, I'm like, okay, the adult in me is gonna
I heard
activate.
it happens. So
You know what I'm
after,
saying?
I heard
Like,
it
I'm
happens
gonna be like,
after 30. So maybe we're almost there because we're. Yeah, I heard it happens after 30.
Let me promise you, we're gonna be recording November, and I'm gonna come back like this, y'all.
You gotta give yourself time. You said November. Give yourself
Yeah,
time.
she turns 30 in September. She
How the hell she gonna learn in October?
It needs to
November?
activate. I'm looking for that activate. I'm looking for
Wait for the
the.
next retrograde.
Listen, I'm over here trying to
We're
step
in it
like.
right now.
Is there a
The next
portal?
one.
No,
Mercury's
is there a portal of some sort that I step into and it zapped me into adulthood? Like, you know,
I'm
things
here.
really. You know
But
what
you
I'm
know
saying?
what it is?
Like,
But I honestly think it's
Ugh.
certain upbringings because I do
It is.
have a
Mhm.
friend. I have a really good friend of mine. Shout out to you, Des. Her parents, I will honestly say, I brag about her so much because Financially, she's dope. Education, she's dope. Her mindset, dope. Like, shorty, student loans paid off.
Oh.
She got a home.
She, you know, parents want a new kid?
Listen, but this is the thing.
Can I be your sister?
She just learned how to save. She learned how to save. She paid off her loans herself.
Yes, I'm paying.
I'm trying.
But that's the thing. She was taught how to save. She was told how to save.
I was told
she applied
it.
She applied it because every time she talks to me, she'd be like, "How did you?" And I'm like, "Listen, look."
It does have a lot to do with your upbringing.
It has a lot to do with applying.
No one told me stay away from private loans. No one told me pay off. No one told me not to spend my refund check. Why did I think it was my money?
And you needed it now?
Y'all didn't tell me that. The refund checks bought Pandora bracelets.
Them refund checks was buying me out.
Them refund checks.
That was out.
Was paying off credit cards.
I did. See, I ride that line of 50-50. Like, I apply the things. Like, my parents used to be on some, like, here, let's sit down and let's show you what a spreadsheet looks like of the monthly bills that go in and out this house.
I have that. And I was always, as long as my bills are paid, this money is my free money. I will honestly say, I have a trouble with saving.
Everything's free money. Like, of course, once you pay the important things, because me, I put Sprint on my back burner. So when I pay the important things,
we ain't never gonna get a sponsorship from them. But I should, because y'all called me a white collar customer. I've been with Sprint for 10 plus years.
I've been with Sprint for 10 years.
So I need a sponsorship. I need a credit back.
As long as certain bills were paid off, for me, everything was spending money.
And that was my thing. No one really taught you, yes, your savings should be treated as an actual bill.
I know
no one taught me that. So I would have legit, like, because this is the thing. I've been paying rent since like 18, 19.
I'm going to bow out of this conversation. I was told, I just didn't do it. So I'm just like,
no, I wasn't told. Because if it's one conversation we didn't, I'm not gonna lie. We didn't have a finance talk in my household.
But we had a sex talk. Which was weird.
We didn't have a sex talk either.
What?
It was just
keep your legs closed and don't
fucking
do nothing
But my
stupid.
parents never was like.
No, mine was you got your period. Oh, make sure you keep track of it, and if anything happens, we're gone.
No, mine was similar. For me, my sex talk was, I was about 9. And my mom was just like, well, you got your period now. Stay away from boys. And I stayed away from boys for a while. Until I realized she was lying to me. But
see, I didn't
the way that she said it.
I didn't get my period until I was like 14, about to be 15.
I got mine at 13.
So I took a while, but that's because I was doing a lot of extracurricular, like I ran track and all that other nonsense. So I feel like that my doctor was like, well, as long as you stay athletic, you know, whatever. And thankfully, I was home that day because my mother be foreseeing things, and I just happened to be home that day, and I was like, Mommy, I think it's happening. She was like, I prepared you. I told you what to do. The pad's on the thing. A heater blanket over there. Go lay down. Have some popcorn and settle down.
It's wonderful. Because I got mine.
I just got a pad.
I remember I got mine on my 13th birthday, and my sister took me to buy the pads. She showed me how to buy them, and she was just like, track your period. And she was like, use condoms so you don't get pregnant. And I'm like, what?
What a speech.
Whew, that was great.
I just want to know that condoms don't mean nothing. You know what? And also, I learned the things that I learned later was really about like I want to add like what I did learn, the morals and like I wouldn't say rituals because that sounds kind of witchy, even though I am low key. But I will say like the it's a part of our upbringing, but like, you know, simple things like saging down my home. Using Sundays, you know, from meditating and stuff like that. Like those things, those are the damn things that really stuck with me. Those are the things where I'd be like, no, not in my house. No, you won't. But, you know, like those things like stuck with me. So like, I don't think my parents didn't tell me to do these things, but I grew up seeing my mother and my father and my grandparents do these things. And so I took them with me, and now I'm adding to it. Now I'm giving it to my child. But like, I want to take the time to like have this conversation and think about the things that maybe I don't want to fault my parents and say that they missed anything, because they did the best they could, you know, on some real shit. Like I really they did the best they could, and I picked up a lot from them. I learned a lot from them, and I picked up a lot on my own. Mm-hmm. And now, as a parent, present day, I'm trying to make this, you know, like motif of all the things that I know that I could package and kind of give to her, and you know, it's my city boy over there packing up all the things that he knows to give to her, and you know, hopefully collectively, yes, I have a city boy at home.
She has to accept it.
I do.
Until
I completely accept it. He accepts me. He does not give about it. He has a big Birkin backpack, and they're no hoes. But there are about 5 or 6 other home niggas that man. You know what I'm saying? Who might be hoes? And that's their business. I don't really care. I'm the mom that hangs on the porch like, well, all your friends could be hanging out, but you gotta come home.
I don't care what your friends do. But you,
that's another thing. Like my parents really was like, they warned me about like the things that your friends are doing.
They did tell me
but
that.
when your mom, when your parents knew your friends,
knew which ones weren't.
I had a moment where my mom was like, "That girl's not your friend," and I'm one of those people. I love to see the good in people. I love to see past the red flags. I love to see all that shit.
The blaring red flags.
I love to hold on to people. So there was one girl in elementary, probably like middle school. My mom was like, "That girl's not your friend. She's fast. She's gonna do this and this. You know, your parents know stuff." I was like, "Mom, that's my friend. That's my friend." Ooh, when that chick turned around and did something to me, I couldn't even bring myself to tell my mother that was not my friend.
But you didn't have to tell your mother because she was at home cutting chicken like this.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. We all have those stories because I had a friend that I was friends with for some years, and my family, they don't know we fell out, but people start asking. I'm like, yeah, she's down there and I'm up here, but we fell out and haven't been the same since.
And they don't tell you. Why don't they tell you about that? Like,
they do.
I feel like they tell you, "Oh, that's not your friend." They don't really tell you
because
how
can they tell you as a
friend? They're just trying to save you.
But this is the thing. Think about it. Your middle school mindset, your preteen mindset. Your mom's telling you like, she's fat. She's gonna be like, well, I want to do that too. Well, what's wrong with her doing that? No, but I'm just saying. Oh, she's out here. But you gotta think about it. Your friend's out here having fun. She's enjoying herself. Well, what's wrong with what she's... You're not going to see the wrong in what she's doing until you can actually...
I got a funny one. My mother tried to tell me somebody that was of interest to me. Like, I was talking like heart eye emojis. I was like, oh, me and you forever. And she gracefully told me that young man has sugar in his tank. And I do not want to believe... And if you know my mother, you would hear her say this.
That is not shout out to you. Mom.
My mother gracefully told me. She gracefully told me because you know what? Because my mother knows. She knew that when I did like somebody, I liked them whole. Like it was like that was it. All I saw was me and them. Just like a kind of like Cisco. It was me and him. And so stay up, focus. And so she kindly told me. She was like, "Well, babe, I know you like him, but I think there's sugar in his tank."
Mama.
And I didn't want to believe her. Mama. I did not want to believe her. I was like, what? Mommy, you don't know nothing.
How old are you?
Fast forward. I was probably, we were both in middle school. I was probably about 8 or 9.
Okay.
My mother has been keeping it real for a very long time. Yes. And fast forward many, many, many years later, my mother was right. And I had to text her.
And say you was right.
And laugh and be like, Mommy, how did you? And she was like, there are some signs.
There are some senses you get as a mother.
There are some signs. There is something. And that's the thing. It's like, it's not that they wouldn't tell you. Like, I'm sure she could have said, oh, because she's fast. But if your mother peeped how she was moving. My mother was a mother that was like, you can't go over nobody's house whose parents I don't know. You can't go, or like, I don't care if their big brother, their big sister is there. That's not who's watching you. I need the parent there. I need to know.
And then God forbid if there's too many men in the house.
Yeah, no,
if there was men in the house, period. My mom was like, nope.
You're definitely not going.
But see, I think, honestly, to close it off, I think it's not, a lot of things have to do with how we were brought up in the times we were brought up.
Right.
Because I don't think our parents were will be as prepared.
Or would have
been as prepared. Okay, so
like
they would have been
as for where we are now.
Because I don't think a lot of parents, especially me coming in as an immigrant, my parents were immigrants. So I don't think we knew about certain things like making sure your credit's right, making sure that you're not hopping from job to job, making sure you have certain things in your life.
I can't necessarily say that when it comes to the credit aspect, because credit's been here. Credit's
No,
always
but-
been here.
But
And-
the idea of making sure that your credit is straight,
Yeah,
like,
the credit is good because
that-
we, as
that
black
we-
people, we have a reputation of putting things in our children's names and
Yeah,
all that type
that.
of stuff.
But
I
that's
think-
but that's the thing where it's just I think it's been passed down.
Oh, those are
It's-
generational.
Yeah,
Those are
things.
generational
but we
things.
weren't taught that. It's not like the things that I now know about credit that me and my mom now know
See,
about
and
credit.
I
is
can't
like-
say, I can say, it's really about, I think it's like 50-50 because I was taught that. I have an aunt
My
who was a
grandmother-
whole
and
banker,
that's
you know
the
what I'm
thing,
saying?
my
Like,
grandmother
a regional
had
manager for Citizens
wonderful-
Bank, so.
My grandmother owned houses, so that's
Yeah.
what I know. People in my family knew about it.
Yeah.
No one just talked about it,
Yeah.
and I think that's what it is.
So
And that's the
that
thing, like, we was taught to keep our money hush
preparedness-
because it was like, you don't tell
you
them,
don't tell people how
nobody.
much money you
Yeah.
have.
Because
My
people love to
grandmother
count
was
your
like that.
blessings. They love to come
Yeah.
home
And I
and count
think
your
that's what it
blessings.
is. It was more so. I feel like growing up in a black or island household, it's always a child must stay in a child's place. And I
yes.
feel like
Or
rather
just
than
in a black household. It's always
that's
stay
why
in the
I
kid's
said
place.
that, but that's what I said. A black or Caribbean household is a child must stay in a child's place, and I feel like sometimes parents forget that
Yeah, so
their
you need
children
somebody
are
to
growing
come help
up.
you take the trash out or wash the dishes. Now I'm not a child. Now
I
I'm
feel
grown
like
enough
what
to
they
reach
forgot
over the
is
sink.
I feel like what they forget is that
I'm better.
your child is going to grow to be an adult. So
You
need
cursed
to
me. You
have-
cursed me out like an adult for forgetting to take the meat out.
Listen, are you triggered?
She's triggered us.
Are you-
I thought I was a child. I thought I had to stay in a child's place.
I
What
want
do
to
I
go back
look-
to the child's place.
What do
because
I look like?
I'm here to
I'm
know
trying
these
to
girls
have-
to my
Remembering a
mother.
full day
I'm over here trying to make a
of
point,
coloring
and she-
and recess, and now I gotta take the meat out, and you got the pressure on
collecting
me.
the cards. I'm collecting the cards.
Cards.
I'm
That's
collecting the
nothing on
cards.
hers anyway.
Because she just took it to a
She
place
took it.
that
She took it
I was over here.
Somebody is going to agree with me. You don't feel where I'm coming. Y'all both don't feel where I'm coming from.
Tamara, we were trying to end on a great note. And
I
you
did.
got triggered. You get Marley. Look what you had to do. You really got.
It is a fabulous note. But what I'm gonna tell you is no.
Let's have a moment. Let's have a moment with you.
Can we-
What did your mom do to you?
Nothing, honestly.
If you had to
Nothing I
write
can
a note,
talk about.
Nothing.
if you had to write a letter,
Yeah,
Not,
your-
nothing.
if you had to write a letter to
Great
your
job.
younger self,
No,
I
we
love
will
you.
do that. How about this?
You trying to
This
get
gonna be a
my-
part
What
two.
on that?
Because
Mommy, I love you.
how about we? I'm gonna beat your ass.
Okay, you trying to get me?
Trying to get her in trouble.
She's
Yeah,
talking
I'm
about
grown, but
nothing.
she'll still beat me like a child.
And nobody told me that either.
Here's what we're gonna
That
do.
whoopings don't have no expiration.
Here's what we're gonna do, guys. So, how about this? How about next week we write a 1-page letter? I don't need y'all giving me everything. Not 4 pages, no, Aaliyah, not 4 pages. 1.
With the bill.
If you would close it with a bill, I ain't gonna see it.
And when you pay it,
You better
I don't
pay it on time.
Put that shit on
Make sure, please make sure you have sufficient funds in your account.
It sounds so bad.
No,
No,
but
I'm gonna include that in my letter because I had a tip, but I'm gonna include it in my letter.
that's it. You just
That's it.
Okay, whatever.
Well,
So no.
you know what? I'll share it. To boost your credit, put your credit cards on auto pay. It sucks because you have to make sure the money's in your account. But if you put the money on auto pay, 9 times out of 10,
You don't have nothing to worry about.
you
It's
have
gonna hurt a little bit.
See, they come out there,
A
but
little
you'll
bit.
never have.
But
My credit since I started having this credit.
My ears ringing. Somebody credit is talking about me?
Yes, you paid the last card payment.
I did.
Oh, okay.
I
I
did.
ain't got no credit cards, but
I did.
I'm on my mom's. That's the only way. She's like, I'm not gonna give it to you, and I'm 26.
I was gonna say,
I'm like, mommy,
Yeah,
I
Here's
just
the
want
that
your credit.
conversation. Listen,
You
because
can
we gotta
apply
have your
I
own.
don't want it because I know my. Honestly, I'm being honest with myself. I know
What they
my
didn't
spending
tell you
right
is
now.
that after a while you're gonna get conditioned to being under your mom, and you don't know how to let yourself go.
No.
No, I've
told
had
us
a credit
that-
card. Hold on, no, I've
You know
had a credit
insurance-
card. I fucked up. That's why I'm just gonna leave it
Health
alone.
insurance.
You are triggered.
Nobody. Well, my mother.
You
Actually, my
health
mother did tell me.
insurance.
She really told me that, but I didn't know. I really didn't know how expensive it was.
Oh yeah, expensive. Oh, yeah.
I said,
And no,
Especially if it's not coming from your job.
especially,
no,
and you
even
can't
if
get
it
on
is
Mass Health.
coming from your job.
You can't
No,
get on Mass Health. No
I'd
matter
rather,
what.
listen,
you
I'd
don't
rather
rather.
pay. I'd
No.
rather pay weekly, bi-weekly, whatever's coming out of my paycheck,
And
than
then
to
you
pay
go-
the Mass Health
and then
Connector.
you go, and then you go.
Listen,
But
The
wait,
Mass
so
Health
then you
Connector,
go-
we talking about $600
yeah,
for the
but,
same plan.
but then you can pay $80 a month, and then they tell you, all right, sis, you still got a $3,000 deductible.
But I don't go to the hospital.
But
I
anytime
don't
you
care.
go, But this is the thing. Anytime this is one thing people don't tell you.
I will
They-
have
I've been
seven
telling
hair
you
is a
zero
rip off.
times.
This
It's
whole
July.
arm could be ripped
It's
and
July.
severed off. Let me tell you, I have some bush and I have some oils and I have
Exactly.
a lot of gauze and I have a high tolerance for
I be
pain.
at Cambridge
And we have Johnny
Naturals.
walking in the house. There's no way.
Barbecue on deck.
Okay. Just
a little
pour it.
loose leaf tea, a little rum.
Just
I'm
smudge
okay.
me up some
Cold.
mint.
What's cold?
Okay.
Anyways, it don't
Some
matter.
lavender.
Next week, write a letter to we're gonna write a letter to ourselves, and we're gonna read it for you guys. We're gonna talk about things that
You want us to read it? I was choked on my wine.
I'm
Bitch,
gonna
what
read
you
your
gonna do with the
letter.
We
letter?
gonna read each other's
We're gonna
letters?
read each
Fine,
other's
we can
letters.
read each
It's
other's
gonna start off with hey
letters.
ho.
I'm gonna be like, hey girl, hey, pop that pussy for a real nigga.
That is
That's her.
this
introduction.
episode
Babe,
of Talks with Wine. Be sure
No,
to tune
we'll
in.
We'll do that with you guys next week. If you want to chime in, you can hit us up on Twitter.
Tweet.
You can hit us up on Facebook.
Sublime.
And
we're
you
gonna
can
plug
hit
in
us-
the little ads for everybody.
You can DM us on Instagram.
Talks
Let
with
us
Wine.
know.
And it is a simple.
It's Talks with Wine
Wine.
on all platforms. If you
all
follow
all
us, ain't nothing different. It's just we talking with. They talking with wine.
Yeah,
We be talking with Johnny. We sometimes talk with Hennessy. We sometimes talk
No,
with
don't
No,
Juice.
it
drink
was
that
one
Quincy.
time. It was
Nobody
one
drink- I do
time.
not drink that Quincy. Nobody told me.
Our endless supply of wine is going to stick. No more extra shit.
And
I do my
wrong with
best.
A little bit of Hennessy.
There's everything
I
wrong.
had Hennessy last night. Oh,
I can't.
So, God
Mm-mm.
damn it. They didn't listen. They didn't tell us that our bladder was gonna be.
You know what? Log off. Log off. Log off.
We can. Our livers.
You know what?
Thank you. And on that note, we are done.
Who's gonna tell you that? Am I
She gonna
gonna
walk
phone?
off again. All right. My name is Marley. That was Kamaya. This is Tamara. Thank you for joining us. On
Ain't
Talk
nobody
with
tell us.